Huh?
What does that mean?
Whatever it calls for.
Well, okay,
You don't.
but if I say something like this, for instance, I saw a young man in stress. Look, man, I must just tell you something. Do you believe you're gonna die? And he said, yeah, I believe I'm gonna die. You believe you might live old, live to get old? I hope I do. Then I said, well, you know, there's a chance if you live to get old, you're gonna get sick. And if we haven't prepared for being sick, we're gonna go through a lot of stuff, a lot of pain and suffering. That if we thought about it, gave it some concern when we were young, and then maybe just focus on it a little bit to make preparations a little bit easier for our future, it might help us a little bit. And is that a good advice or bad advice? Or how would you sum it up, a better way or your way to share that information with for use?
We don't know what tomorrow gonna bring. That's why we don't take anything for granted. You and I talking right now. Right? We're talking right now. I can tell you something that you might not need until 20 years from now.
Okay.
But if I listen and pay attention, when time comes, I have what I need.
Okay. I saw a young, let me see if I can get you to focus on me. I saw a young man today, and I said to him, you know, thinking about, you know, that you might prostate problem. You might have a prostate problem. I know we got to talk about that. Sorry, y'all. Incidentally, ladies and gentlemen, this is Eddie Marcus. For those of you who do not know me, this is
I'm the visitor.
This is the visitor. We're talking about basic human rights, okay, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just addressing a young man that I spent. Yeah, I'm just a young man that I spent some time with. He's very articulate and wise. Let's use that as a better word. Wise, and I wouldn't be asking him any question if I didn't agree with that myself. And I think that he has something that would benefit us all. So we can continue this conversation. Now, I forgot to address what was going on.
Let me tell you this. I don't take anything for granted. Knowledge, life. Anything. You know what I'm saying? You never know what you're gonna need. So it behooves you to take advantage of each moment that time gives you. Because tomorrow, we don't know what tomorrow gonna bring.
Do you ever think about a situation that might cause us to kind of come together and, you know, for instance, a lot of folks might say like this coronavirus that's happening right now, say the dangers that it poses, that it alone would be enough to bring people together and try to come up with something that would be.
What the guy name got neck stepped on? Floyd.
Yeah.
Floyd was not playing. Floyd happened. Right?
Well, now I'm gonna let you say your point of view.
I'm just saying. Well, you Floyd happened.
Okay, Floyd happened, ladies and gentlemen. Come on. Yeah, it did. Show happened.
Floyd happened. Got caught on camera and changed a lot of things. I can't say necessarily it changed, but it woke some folks up. What it takes to wake somebody up, you can't say. You can't say what it takes to wake them up because some folks sleep hard enough.
I agree with you on that one.
Right?
That's
some folks you can shake them and they ain't gonna wake up. Cause he ain't waking up. I'm just saying. What causes somebody to wake up? That's a hard question.
Well, let's say we put some legs on it.
Huh?
Or shaking sometimes.
Shaking.
Or slap side of the head, pour some water on them. I mean, I'm just being cynical right now, but just to suggest that something can happen, and you said it didn't.
And something. And that's the thing. I think for the greater part of your life, you've been trying to put your hands on what it is that'll wake folks up. You know what I'm saying? What it is that take to wake folks up? That's a complicated question, isn't it?
I tell you what I learned from it.
What?
You probably gonna be able to wake up. You'll be lucky to wake up one, and that's yourself.
That's right.
And I think once you achieve that,
but that's the goal. But I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, that's it, man. I like that.
What's more important, that I'm woke or you woke?
I heard that.
To you is you.
I heard that.
To me is me.
I heard that.
Is that right?
Yeah, let me ask you this. Let's stretch that a little bit. If we're trying to go somewhere, and we're gonna have getting there is much easier, more convenient if we could get that together.
Many roads lead to the same place.
Mm-hmm.
Many roads lead to the same place. It ain't how long it takes for me to get there. It's that I get there. You know what I'm saying? Man, you will leave out on the same destination going to Greenwood. I go that way, you go that way. And you get there at 6:45. And you probably your 6:45. I make it at 7:15. I got there. It don't matter how long it takes me to get there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks worry about how long it took you to get there. It ain't. You know what's most important?
What's that?
That we learn.
That we learn. That's pretty good. So if we focus on the young people, we're talking to young people. Really, talking about a conversation that's applicable to all people, especially men, and I would assume women as well. But and what he's actually saying, ladies and gentlemen, I hope young boys or young ladies, whatever you are that are listening at this, I hope you are really listening to this young man, because you know his conversation is pure. And I don't want you to just accept it because he said it. I want you to think about it. Now, let me ask you this, and people don't like I have a sister that tells me if you're talking longer than 5 minutes or 10, people start clicking you off because they're not really focusing on what's going on. They just clicked on there for a moment to see if it was
You concentrate on a point.
who?
A point. You know what I'm saying? Concentrate on a point, not a person. You know what I'm saying? If a point is made, anybody get it. You know what I'm saying? You worry about who gets it. You can't worry about who gets it. Because the thing about it is some people don't want to get it. You know what I'm saying? You spend all day trying to make somebody get it. If they ain't ready, they ain't gonna get it.
Okay. So is that, I'm asking now, when you say being ready for it, or that's what you're looking for, what about being natural? If
I like real. You say natural.
That's the expression. Real and natural, right? But if I say natural, but we're talking about the same thing, you say real. I agree, that sounds pretty good. But a lot of folks use the word natural because of that, because of being real. And it happens automatic. You don't have to worry about it. Explains itself because it happened naturally. Now I was talking about something natural. You know when you were talking about trying to pick up something now. Say something about natural for a minute. I got a strangest feeling you'll say something that people need to hear. Say something about natural, man. No.
Nah.
Or you can use the term real, if you want to use the expression real.
I was trying to see where you was going with the natural.
Oh, yeah, with the natural thing, natural order stuff. I'm personally convinced that all things that, for instance, let me give you a good example. When people on earth, there are certain things that would automatically happen naturally because of their importance in maintaining an existence. For instance, if a man is hungry, it doesn't take too much to realize he got to go out there and start finding something to eat or taking some effort to feed himself. It's just a natural response to being hungry, you see. When people try to take advantage of a situation, that as I might be trying to take advantage of this situation right now by trying to get your intelligence to help me make a point to these youth who might benefit from it. It's not as easy to do other stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. In Mississippi, I want to tell you this, and I want to make this clear so you don't think I'm crazy. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
What is crazy?
I don't know. I have no idea.
For me, you know what crazy is?
What is it?
Anything that somebody else won't accept, they call it crazy.
Oh, anything that somebody else won't accept?
Won't accept. You have You think outside of the box. And for somebody, that'd be crazy. It don't necessarily makes it crazy. But by them calling it crazy, that's their definition.
I,
That don't make it crazy.
I mean,
Serving God. Somebody that don't serve God will call that crazy. But you and I have, God has valid, how you say it?
Validation.
He has validated himself for me. Nah, I ain't speak for you.
Who is that lady? Dirty Trash? I'm some. I was just joking. Go on. Yeah, he has validated himself to you, and so, what else do you need? What else do you need to be an instrument?
I don't need that.
Can being validated? Well, then what does validation mean in your sense? I mean, we just said what it meant, but I'm just wanting the audience.
Validation is just approving something.
Okay, the approval. Okay,
Has proven.
Has
It's
proven.
something that's proven.
Okay.
Yeah, it's validated.
Now you don't have to realize that there's a God, because you know a human being can't make the earth.
I'm somebody.
I said that okay. I said
Well, I'm just saying. Well, you got people that say that it's evolution. You know what I'm saying? That's their definition of how it happened. That's not mine.
Okay. What is yours? Oh no, you already said we talked about God. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna post this, ladies and gentlemen, because we're gonna come back at a later date when we can have a subject matter. This was just something that's impromptu. I wanted to share my brother-in-law with you. Because he's smart. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so very much for giving me this 12 minutes and 14 seconds. And I want to thank you for, just...
That has been real.
Yeah, now, when I talked to you last night before I left here, I'm going to get ready to go, okay? Oh, can I stop you? Want to say something? You sure?
I'm going to get into it.
You sure? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that's my sister back there if you see her. That's the one whenever I'm publicly making a speech, when I get long-winded, she sticks. What'd you do when I get long-winded? Stick your hand in there. That's what she do.